Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. Of course, I'm Diego, and today we're going to continue to talk about Swingers. Swingers from 1996. And let me tell you, it's a great movie. If you've been following my videos, you know how much I love this movie. It's incredible. Yes, I got to drink some green tea for this one. All right. I love this movie. It's in my top 5 of the best guy movies ever made. Okay, because it deals with relationships from a man's point of view. Now, typically, your guy movies do not do that. They have elements of romance inside of them. In between the fighting the aliens and the lightsaber battles, there are elements of romance in there, okay, or fighting terrorists or whatever, okay? But this movie just deals with that. It deals with dating from a man's point of view, okay? It wasn't written by a gay guy, okay? It wasn't written by a feminist, okay? That right there sets it apart from most movies in this genre that are made, okay? It's a straight man's point of view of dating, okay? Jon Favreau, the guy who wrote this movie, he's also the star. The Jon Favreau, he's a big name right now in Hollywood. Right now, actually in 2024, he's working on the Mandalorian movie. Yeah, the Mandalorian movie. He created the Mandalorian for Lucasfilm, for Disney Plus. But anyway, this was the first movie he ever made. Okay, he actually wrote the movie. Okay, and he's the star. He's the lead. And of course, he's gonna be the lead in his own movie. Of course, he is. Okay. He's an incredible director. You've probably seen some of the stuff that he did. He did Elf. He directed that movie. He gave himself a little part in that. He was even in a movie recently. He's in Deadpool Wolverine. He's in that movie. He's playing Happy Hogan. That's the character he played in the Iron Man movies and the Avengers movies. Okay, so he's still around. He's still working. He's a very successful director. More so director, because he doesn't look like a leading man. He's not. Okay, he's not. He's chubby. You know, he's got kind of a whiny New York voice, you know, losing his hair. But he's very good. He's got comedic timing, so he's good as a comedian, and he's a very talented filmmaker. Okay, so props to him. All right, he's an incredible guy. All right, this is the first movie he ever did. Okay, and it deals with dating. Okay, which typically that's a rom-com genre. That's a chick flick genre, dealing with the pits and pratfalls of dating. Okay, am I attractive? Will I find the right guy? All that kind of shit happens in all the chick flicks. Okay, that I review on this channel. But this one is different because this one is from a guy's point of view. And what separates this from all the other movies that are also from a guy's point of view, or supposedly from a guy's point of view, is this movie does not star a lot of fucking pussies. Okay, because that's usually what you get in those movies. You get the nerdy guy trying to get the hot girl. This guy, he is a nerdy guy. The main character is a nerdy guy, okay? But he has to earn the right to get with a hot girl, okay? He has to learn self-confidence. He has to start believing in himself, okay? He's got guy friends that are helping him to do this, but ultimately he's the one that has to do the work. He's the one responsible for his own sex life. And I love that. I love the fact that the moral of the movie, when he gets his pep talk right in the beginning of the third act, when he gets his pep talk from his friend Rob, played by Ron Livingston, okay, he basically tells him, get off your ass, quit crying about your ex-girlfriend, okay? You're not with her anymore. You broke up 6 months ago. You moved over here. She's still back in New York. She's fucking somebody else now. You have not heard from her. Quit crying about her. Quit talking to everyone about her, how much you love her, how much you miss her, how much you wish she would come back, and quit fucking talking about moving back to New York because you failed as an actor in LA. No, you didn't fail. We made it here. We're working here, okay? You need to get up off your ass, okay, and go get fucking laid, okay? Go out there and meet somebody else, okay? Quit crying about this fucking bitch, because that's all he does to anybody who will listen is cry about his ex-girlfriend, okay? And whine about her. He even talks to other girls about her. What the fuck, man? He's not comfortable talking to women. Well, he's got to learn how to get comfortable. No one's born comfortable doing that. You got to do it over and over again before you're good at it, okay? And he sucks at flirting with girls, okay? Now, right now in the movie, he just met this hot girl named Lorraine, who's dressed like she's in the 1940s, got the 1940s hair. They do some swing dance together. They make some small talk. Okay, she's studying. Well, she's not studying. She's actually a lawyer. She's getting into entertainment law, and he is an actor. She just moved there to LA. Okay, and she's been there 4 months, and she also left her boyfriend back wherever the hell she's from. And she misses him and stuff, you know, whatever. And he tells, me too, man. My girlfriend was 6 months ago, and I miss her, blah, 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 you know, that kind of stuff. So she ends up giving him a pep talk and asking him out and taking him on the dance floor. And like, you know, but at least he's trying. He's trying to meet other women. He's trying to move on with his life and quit crying about his ex-girlfriend who's back in New York. Because this whole movie is about Mikey crying about his ex-girlfriend, okay? We've all been there. I understand that, all right? I understand that, okay, from a guy's point of view. You always see this shit from a chick flick point of view, a girl's point of view, crying about some guy, whatever, always comparing every guy she dates with that guy, that fucked her over, whatever. And I'm sick and tired of shit. At least in this one, you get to see it from a guy's point of view. Okay. Now, I'm not condoning Mike's behavior. He's acting very immature. He's also acting very selfish, even though he doesn't realize it. Okay, is that his friends are there for him, but there's only so many times that they can try to pump up his Peter, and try to, like make him feel good about himself. Okay, he's gonna have to do the work. He's gonna have to fucking get up on his ass, quit feeling sorry for himself, quit crying about how his career's not going the way he wants it to, and all that kind of stuff, and start looking at himself like his friends look at him. You're money. He's got to start acting like he's money, and he doesn't do that in this movie. He's got to learn how to do that. It's a slow process. Okay, he makes a lot of mistakes, which are the funniest things in this movie. Are the mistakes that he makes, when he tries to flirt with girls and he totally fucks it up. When he calls the girl that he met at the bar, he calls her the same night he met her and blows up her answering machine. I mean, it's hilarious. It's hilarious because he's just not fluent in dating. Okay, unlike his friend Trent, played by Vince Vaughn, who is very fluent in dating. He's got all the rules. He knows how to flirt with girls. He knows how to talk to girls. He can tear up girls' phone numbers. It doesn't matter because he's always going to meet another girl. He knows he's going to meet other girls. So one girl doesn't work out, it doesn't fucking matter to him. He doesn't even get mad when Mikey cockblocks him. He was about to fuck this hot ass girl in her trailer, and Mikey cockblocked him because he was talking about his ex-girlfriend. He didn't even get mad. I mean, he got frustrated. You could tell he was frustrated. That happened, but it's not like he fucking yelled at Matt about it, Mikey about it, and and held a grudge or anything about it. No, he didn't. He just blew it off. I mean, it was just like, how many guys? I wouldn't do that. Okay, I would fucking probably knock his ass out if he stopped me, if he came in between me and a piece of ass that I wanted, okay? But, Mikey's very lucky to have the friends that he has, okay? But he doesn't see that. All he does is look at the things that he doesn't have. He doesn't have Michelle, okay? And the truth is that he doesn't really need Michelle, okay? Michelle, he's deified her, okay? Because of her absence, he's made her more important than she really is, okay? They broke up because he wanted to be an actor and moved to LA, and she didn't want to. She wanted to stay in New York. So they broke up. It's 6 months later. He hasn't really made it as an actor. He's got he's in SAG now. Okay, he's got an agent who specializes in magicians. Okay, but at least he's working a little bit. Okay, he's trying to build up his name, his brand. Okay, but he's still in the starting points. Okay, he's only been doing it for 6 months professionally. Okay, it's going to take some time before he starts getting some steady work. And because of this loneliness and because of this insecurity and stuff. He's making Michelle more than what she really is. He's making her into what he's missing in his life is Michelle. If only he had Michelle, everything would be great. Okay, my career prospects wouldn't be as bad. I'd be more successful. As a comedian, as an actor, I'd get more roles. Okay, I'd have steady work. All that kind of stuff. I'd have more money. I wouldn't have to live in this shithole apartment. That kind of thing. If only Michelle was there. So Michelle's become the answer to all his problems. Again, she never was the answer to his problems. She's the problem. She's the actual problem. He doesn't realize that. Okay, and I understand because I know I've been there myself. I know what it's like to miss someone so much to make her out this perfect angel when that's not who she was. That's not who she ever wanted to be either. You've turned her into that. Okay, a lot of the problems that men have in dating, and this movie points out very well, which something a chick flick would never point out, is that most of the problems that Mikey suffers in dating are of his own making. Okay, are the problems that he created himself. Okay, he doesn't have to cry about Michelle. He could find another girl. Okay, no matter how many times he'll get rejected a lot. Yeah, of course, because he's not good at it. But eventually, as long as he doesn't give up and he keeps flirting with women and keeps trying to talk, eventually he's gonna find one that's gonna like him back. Okay, and once he starts seeing another girl, he's gonna forget all about Michelle. He's not gonna care about her anymore. Okay, she's not gonna be this perfect woman. Okay, she's not gonna be the answer to all his problems like she has been throughout this entire movie. Okay, he's gonna quit. He's gonna take her off that fucking pedestal. But he doesn't want to do that. He would rather stay in his own self-pity, okay, in his own heartbreak, rather than move on and try to fix the problem. He'd rather live in the problem and just cry about it over and over again and talk to everyone about it over and over again. And it just gets old after a while. We don't want to be around guys like that. We don't want to be around people like that. Yeah, ladies, you ever been around a girl who just all she does is complain about her fucking ex over and over again, never shut the fuck up about him? Well, we feel the same way. When we hang out with one of our guy friends, all they do is fucking talk about their ex-girlfriend over and over. It's like, dude, change the fucking record, man. You could go out there and get a fucking piece of ass. I guarantee you get laid, okay, you're going to forget all about this. Even if it's just for like a half an hour, you're going to forget about it. All right? And that's worth something, okay? And that's true. The best way to get over someone is to get under somebody. It's true. That's a staple for me. After every relationship, I fuck somebody else. Okay, right away. Because that puts me in a better mood. That puts me in a better spot. I can think more clearly after that. So that need is now satisfied. Now I can think clearly. Now I can move on, okay? And look for somebody more seriously, okay? But you got that's the way I do it. Okay, you don't have to do it that way. Not every guy does it like I do. Okay, that's just how I do it, and I've become that way over years. Over years of experience, this is what works for me. Okay, fucking another hot girl gets me over a relationship. That's what works for me. What works for you might be something different. I don't know. Okay, but that's always what's worked for me. Okay, and that's why I do it. Okay, Mikey doesn't do that though. He's trying to find monogamy. He's trying to find that perfect girl, which doesn't fucking exist. Okay, he's trying to find the solution to all the problems in his life. Okay, and by doing that, he set himself up for failure, big time. But this movie tells him that the moral of this movie is get out off your ass, quit feeling sorry for yourself, be a fucking man, because you haven't been acting like a man. He even points that out himself. Aren't you? Where Lorraine tells him, "Aren't you a man? You know, aren't you a real man?" You know, he's like, lately I haven't been, which is so true. That's the phrase of the movie. Lately he has not been a man. Okay, but he learns how to be a man. He learns how to take responsibility for his own fucking sex life. Okay, and that's beautiful. That to me, that's exciting. Okay, that's a story. That's an adventure right there. That's a hero's quest right there. Okay, even though it's all internal. Okay, the way it plays out in the movie is hilarious. Okay, and we need more of that. Okay, this is a very self-affirming movie. It doesn't put down women at all. It's a guy flick, deals with romance, deals with relationship, but it doesn't put down women at all. Although if I had written this movie, I would have shown how women are not perfect either. Okay, just like men aren't. But this movie didn't really do that. It turns out the biggest problems that Mikey has are his own, that he created himself. The problem isn't that Michelle left him or that he broke up with Michelle and that he's missing. That's not the problem. The problem is he hasn't done anything about it. He hasn't moved on. That's the problem. He'd rather torture himself, okay, with memories of her and reading her old love letters and looking at old pictures of themselves back when they were smiling at the camera and hugging each other and stuff. That's not what you do. The relationship is over, dude. Why dig up the corpse? Okay, your eyes are in front of your face for a reason. Okay, they're not so you can look back. Okay, and that's the moral of this message. I think it's a beautiful message. I think most men need to hear this stuff. Okay, because there's no movies that deal with this shit. This is one of the few examples of movies that actually deal with dating from a man's point of view and heartbreak from a man's point of view. And how scary it is to go out there. Good ladies, it's not easy for us to approach a girl. We know goddamn well we're probably going to get rejected. Okay, there's no way of us to knowing, unless she's got a waiting room on, there's no way of us to knowing if she's with somebody. She already got a boyfriend, or she doesn't find us attractive, okay? Or whether she's not interested, or that she doesn't look like a lesbian. How are we going to know she's a fucking lesbian? But it's very easy for a woman to say, oh my God, that guy's a creep. Okay, that guy's sexually harassing me. You know, he's been looking at me too long. Oh my God, he's probably going to rape me or something. You know, it's very easy for a woman to do that. Because you want to know why men aren't approaching women anymore. This is why. That's why we do it through dating apps now. Because at least that, it's already been screened. Okay? We can communicate without that person being right next to you. You see what I mean? Okay, but back when this movie came out, it wasn't like that. There were no dating apps back then. Okay, the internet was in its infancy in 1996, okay? It was kind of a new thing, all right? And it was dial-up. It wasn't even fucking Wi-Fi back then, all right? Yeah, I feel old. Okay, but anyway, so he meets Lorraine, okay, who's a really nice girl. They do some swing dancing together. They like each other a lot. She gets his sense of humor, okay, and he gets her too. She's also missing somebody as well back home. So they have that, so they kind of complement each other in that sense. So he feels very optimistic about her. Of course, Lorraine is played by Heather Graham. This is before she became famous, okay? And of course, Heather Graham's beautiful. She dropped dead gorgeous redhead. Okay, this is before she did Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights would come out a year later after this, and that's the one where that's the movie that put her on the map, was Boogie Nights. Okay, where she played Roller Girl. Okay, and then after that she did like Lost in Space and a bunch of other stuff. She was on Californication for a while, and I don't know what she's doing now. She's too old now. She already hit the wall, so I don't know what she's doing. She's not acting very much anymore. But when she was hot in the late 90s, she was hot. I mean, she even did Austin Powers movie, okay? She was Felicity Shagwell. I think that was in the second Austin Powers movie. So, yeah, because the first one was, Hugh Grant's fucking girl, Elizabeth Hurley. And the second one was Heather Graham. The third one was Beyonce. All right, moving right along. As far as swingers goes here, he meets up with this girl. He walks her to her car. He gives her his phone number. She gives him her phone number, sorry. Okay, and then she drives away, and you get this sense of, you know, hey, like he really, really likes this girl, like romance, okay, and not like, hey, I want to fuck her, okay. Well, I mean, he does want to fuck her, okay, but you know, like I want to see her again. I want to get to know her more, okay. That's kind of scary for guys, okay, especially for me, because if I meet a girl like that I click on that level, you know, where she kind of gets me, okay, then you know, I'm gonna try to pursue that. Okay, I'm going to try to dig deeper into who she is. and try to figure out if like maybe her and I complement each other. You know, if we have more in common than just our sexual attractions to each other. You see what I mean? That's the scary part. I can do the sexual attraction. That's easy. That's the easy part. Is she hot? Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her. That's it. Does she like me? I'm gonna fuck her. All right, that's it. But what's more difficult is the finding someone that you're really, really compatible with. Okay, as far as their personalities go. Okay, that's a lot more difficult. Okay, and when you find someone like that, you want to hold on to them. Okay, and it's not that easy to do. It really isn't. Okay, women tend to screen out men. Okay, if they don't have that energy, if they don't have that sort of, you know, if they're not feeling it with this guy, then they're not even give that guy a chance. Okay, you know, as far as like having sex with them goes. Okay, because for a lot of women, okay, for most women actually, they've got to be attracted to more than just his physical presence. There's got to be more there that turns them on. Okay, the things that women are attracted to in men are not the same things that men are attracted to in women. Okay, and I really wish these fucking movies would get that fucking part right. Okay, you know, when you get all these fucking boss bitch, you know, bitches, you know, in their 30s and shit, who are successful in their careers, you know, therefore they deserve the best because I'm a CEO now. You know, okay, guys don't give a shit about that. Okay, guys don't give a shit about how much money a girl has. All right. Or how successful she is in her career, okay? How much respect she gets from her coworkers. No guy gives a shit about that stuff, okay? Women give a shit about that in a man, but men don't give a shit about that in a woman, okay? What we care about is she fucking hot or not? Then don't waste my time, okay? She could be the fucking CEO of a corporation. If she looks like fucking Oprah Winfrey, I want nothing to fucking do with her, okay? I'm not gonna slap that thigh and ride the wave in. I ain't gonna do it, okay? It doesn't fucking matter, okay? So anyway, I mean, she'd have to pay me a lot of money, and then I just have to close my eyes and pretend it's fucking, you know, Margot Robbie or something, okay? But anyway, we're not talking about that, right? Just a gigolo, everywhere I go, people know the saying about me. Boom, boom. Okay, anyway, moving right along. So anyway, so the very next scene here, after Lorraine drove away, and Mikey's got a hard-on now. He's got a hard-on for love now. Okay, not in his pants, in his heart, okay, for this woman. So the next scene here is they're in a diner. Obviously, it's an all-night diner. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning now. Okay, they're at this diner. Okay, now Mikey has not been drinking at all tonight. He's completely, so he's the designated driver. But Trent and Sue, they've been getting fucked up. Okay, and Trent was watching the whole exchange between Lorraine and Mikey in the bar. He was watching them flirt with you. He couldn't hear what they were saying. He was too far away. But he was watching it, and he was taking shots, and he was telling, Sue, look, man, it's fucking on. Oh my God, look at Mikey go. You know, he's back there fucking sportscasting the whole fucking thing when Mikey's talking to Lorraine. So at the diner here, Trent, Sue, and Mikey, they're an all-night diner. Okay, and then, of course, Trent and Sue are drunk as shit. Mostly it's Trent. He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's drunk as fuck. He's yelling out loud, he's screaming out loud, he's acting very annoying, you know. Okay, we've all been there. We've all been to some place at like at 3 in the morning. There's some drunk assholes making a big scene, you know, cursing and yelling at everything and laughing out loud and shit like that, you know, being obnoxious. Okay, and Trent is definitely that way right now. Okay. And he's making a scene. And of course, Mikey's embarrassed, you know, because like I said, he's the sober one, okay? And Trent is making a fool of himself, and he's making a fool of Mikey, okay? He's embarrassing him, okay? And not only that, but Trent is being rude to the waitress, this old lady, okay? Who's delivering the fucking ham and eggs that they ordered, you know? And he's being rude to her, you know? He's like, yeah, man, look at her, like all sunshines and smiles. Nothing but sunshines and smiles for me, ain't that right, babe? You know, like that, like, and making fun of the fact that she's very, you know, melancholy right now. Okay, she's like, oh, look at that, look at that personality, that's a plus right there, you know. Every time I come here, nothing but sunshine and smiles, you know. Look, it's showtime at the Apollo, you and me. You know, he's saying all this crazy shit, and the waitress is just like, you know, she drops off the food and walks away, you know. And Mike tells the waitress, like, see that? That's him trying to be funny, you know. You know, Trent's like, whatever. You know, I don't have to like everybody. You know, certain people don't like me, and I don't like certain people. Ow! You know, because Mikey kicked him under the table. Ow! Why'd you kick me under the table for, Mikey? All right, fine. I'll ask her. Hey, ma'am, do you know where all the underage girls hang out around here? Which is classic, okay? You know, so Trent's like, okay, Mikey, you know, I was watching you, man. I was watching you tonight. You were off your ass tonight, Mikey. Where'd you learn how to twirly dance like that? Huh? You know, and Mike's like, Trent, man, come on, man, shh. Come on, look. When I was with Michelle, we took some lessons together, okay? And Michelle's the only girl I ever danced with that way before until tonight, all right? You know, and that Lorraine, you know, and Lorraine is a really good girl. She's a really good girl. And Trent's like, oh, definitely, Mikey. Yeah, she's a real good girl, Mikey. You know, man, it kind of sucks that you had to be our designated driver now. Otherwise, you'd be fucking her right now. You know, it's like, and Mike's like, look, Trent, it's not like that, all right? I respect this woman, and I like her a lot, and I want to get to know her. And Trent's like, you know, don't give me that shit, Mikey. Oh, come on, I saw her looking at you. She likes you, I can tell. You know, Mike's like, shh, okay, will you shut up, okay, Trent? I know she likes me, okay? I just didn't feel like doing anything with her tonight, okay? And Trent's like, oh, you know what? You're gonna wait that 3 days, aren't you? You're gonna wait the 3 days to call her, aren't you? You know. And then Sue is like, no, man, wait 2 days. 2 days to call her. 2 days. Okay, Mike's like, hey, cut it out, you guys. All right, just cut it out. All right, I got this under control. When he said that in the movie, I was like, finally, now Mike is acting like a man. He's standing up for himself in front of his guy friends. Okay, he's basically drawing the line. Okay, this is the line you don't cross. Okay, now personally, is he a little bit of a nerd? Yes, I want to respect her personality. I want to get to know her. That's fine. If that's how he wants to do it, fine. If that's his style, fine. It's not my style, but that's his style. Fine. Okay, the point is that he's making boundaries, setting boundaries about how he wants his friends to treat him. Okay, which is a step in establishing your identity, fortifying your identity. That's what being a man is all about. Okay, you figure out what your principles are and you don't compromise those. Okay, those are your boundaries. That's who you are. Okay, that's where your integrity comes from. Okay, your values. What are your values? Okay, once you start compromising that, okay, you're not a real person anymore. You know, if you don't stand for anything, then you'll stand for nothing. You see what I mean? Okay, and he tells Trent, Sue, hey, I got this under control. Shut up. I'm gonna handle this. Okay, I'm gonna handle how things go with this girl. All right, which is exactly it. Okay, now most men, okay, don't say that out loud, but that's usually how we deal with it. I don't want someone else telling me how I should flirt with a girl, or when I should call her back, or if I should fuck her or not. You know, that kind of. I don't want someone else telling me that. I'm gonna make those decisions. That's my part. That's what I bring to it. You see what I mean? So Sue's like, hey, Trent. Did you hear that? Look at Mikey, man. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Now here's where it gets crazy, right? Trent's like, oh my God, Mikey. Our baby's all grows up. Now he grabs the guy. Now there's a guy sitting in the diner behind Trent. Okay? And he grabs him. He's like, hey, my friend here, he's all grows up now. Our little baby's all grows up, you know? And Mike's like, shh, Trent. Come on, man. Why do you have to go and embarrass me every time we go out, huh? And Trent just like, he picks up his food. He hadn't touched it. And he gives it to the guy. He's like, hey, here, have this, okay? I'm not hungry, okay? He gives him that. And then Trent gets up and he stands on the table, okay? In the diner, he stands on top of the table, okay? Now, I've seen this shit before, okay? Like in New Orleans and shit, like in Mardi Gras and stuff, right? Excuse me. So he stands on the table and he starts shouting out loud, okay? He's like, our little boy's all grows up tonight. He's grows up tonight. You know what, big boy? You're grown up and you're grows up. And he starts doing, because you're all grows up and you grows up and you grows up and you grows up and you grows up. Our baby's all grows up. Yeah, dig it. Because he's grows up and you grows up and you grows up and you grows up. Yeah. I do not do Vince Vaughn justice, obviously. Okay, I cannot perform that the way Vince Vaughn did. Okay, he's incredible. Okay, the way he says "grows up," he's grows up and he's grows up. All the boys are grows up. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious, okay? You know, and then he looks around. Of course, he's making a scene. Everyone's looking at him. He's like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm the asshole, right? Okay, I'm the asshole, right? Okay, yeah, I'm the asshole, okay? I'm out of here, okay? You know what? I would never eat here. He jumps up and they end up leaving. Okay? It's a wonderful scene. Because what they're communicating here is Mikey, like I just said a few minutes ago, Mikey's starting to act like a man now. He's taking responsibility for his own sex life. Okay? He's not letting other people influence him. Okay? He's not trying to leech information off anybody. He's not trying to look up to someone else and sitting there in fucking envy over other people succeeding with women and him not. He's not doing that anymore. Okay? He's like, okay, I think I know, I have a plan on how I'm going to handle this girl. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I feel is right. I'm not going to let anyone else tell me how to do that. Which is correct. That's absolutely correct. When you're in charge of your own life, you make the rules. You make the rules. Okay? And the fact that Mikey's standing up for himself here means that, okay, you know what? I got this now. Thanks for the help, but I'm going to take it from here. Okay? By the way, I'm the one who's getting laid here, not you. Okay? This is my sex life, not yours. Okay? So why don't you just let me be me? Okay, I'll do me, if that's all right with you. It's basically what he's telling him, okay? And that is fortitude. That's saying, okay, I'm gonna depend on myself now. Okay? He's growing up. He's grown up and he's grown up and he's grown up. And his friends can see that. Oh my God. I don't have to fucking give you pep talks anymore. Okay, I don't have to help you like fuck a girl anymore. Get a girl's phone number anymore. Okay? I don't have to fucking do that shit anymore. Okay? Because you got it now. Okay? You see what I mean? And that's all they really wanted for him. That's what his guy friends wanted for him. To quit being a pussy. Stand up for yourself. You see something you want, and then you go for it. You got to go out there and fucking get it. No one's going to do it for you. Okay? You can have all the pep talks in the fucking world. If you don't go out there and get it, you're never going to get it. If you don't try, if you don't make the effort, you're never going to get it. Okay? If you don't take a chance, you can never get the girl. If you don't make the first move, okay, you're never going to get any girl, much less that girl. You see what I mean? It's his responsibility. It's not hers. It's not his friend's responsibility to get him laid. It's his own. You see what I mean? And the fact that he's acknowledging that now, and that he's not going to run from it, he's actually going to like work on it. He's like, okay, I know how I want to handle this. That's what being a man is all about. That's exactly what being a man is all about. Handling your own shit. So anyway, so the next scene here is Mikey comes home to his shitty apartment, and we hear a song called "Knock Me a Kiss" by Louis Jordan. It's an old song, came out in 1941, and we see the silhouette of him again coming home to his apartment. Okay, and he pulls out the card, his card, and on the back of it, Lorraine wrote her phone number. Okay, 213-555-7932. Okay, and he looks at the clock, and it's 2:43 a.m. And he's just like, ugh. Now the last time this happened, the last time I got a girl's phone number, it was 2:30, okay, a.m. And what did he do? He called her immediately and just kept calling her over and over again until she fucking picked up the phone, and then she told him, don't ever fucking call me again, all right? He kept leaving voice messages over and over. He wants to do that again. He's got the phone number. He's, you know, like he wants to call her right away. He's thinking about her. He's all excited about this, this new girl that he just met, this beautiful woman that he just met. You know, he's like, you know, he wants to, but he's like, control yourself. That's what being a man is. Delay gratification. You have to control yourself. He didn't do that last time. Don't make the same mistakes. He's learned from his mistake. He's not going to call her right away like he did last time. He takes the card with her phone number and puts it on top of the answer machine. He puts it on top of the axe machine, all right? And then he goes to bed. Bravo. Bravo, Mikey. I think there's hopes for you yet. Because you're grown up! I could watch that over and over again. All right, anyway, okay, I'm going to stop my review right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Swingers. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.